Hello and welcome back to Lisa Loves for another What I Watched This Week. I don't have very long to get this done. I've been informed my tea's going to be ready in 10 minutes. Let's see. You will see probably my son running about in the background. No slick things in this channel, so let's try and see if I can get this done in 10 minutes for you guys because I won't get a chance after tea. Today's just been homeschooling all day, so cry me a river, I know. So, let me see, on the 24th, I think we finished with Love and Monsters last week. So on the 24th, we watched Hunt for the Wilder People, which suitable for the whole family, really. It's a story about a man and his adoptive son, and they lose the mother in the movie near the beginning. And this story is really about them being out in the wilderness, about them going on the run, about them being tracked down or rewards being offered for them. It's okay, it's not a bad movie. I give it a 3 out of 5. It was an enjoyable enough watch. I wouldn't say it was amazing, I wouldn't say rush out and watch it, but it was just something that was an easy watch for us on an afternoon. On the 25th, I watched The Vanished. This, now let me remind myself, 2 out of 5. Right, yes, this, I thought this was maybe based on a true story, because it does follow a lot of, the storyline about kids going missing on camping trips in America. Well, in this one, this couple go on a family sort of like vacation in a camping area. Their daughter goes missing, and this is a movie trying to trace down where their daughter went, what happened, but all may not be as it seems. I thought the execution of this was quite poor, to be honest with you. The idea was good, was solid enough, but the execution just didn't wash. On the 25th, I watched Cell 211. This is a Spanish movie. To survive inside, he has to become one of them. Basically, we have a guard on his first day. It's not even his first day. He's starting the next day. He's just being shown around. And he gets on the wrong side of a prison riot, and he pretends that he is a prisoner because obviously they don't know him. He's going to be a new guard. He's in his own clothes. He pretends that he is a new prisoner in Cell 211, and this is a story about the impending riot, about his relationship with the prisoners, just what happens. There's a lot of stuff goes on. It's quite a good movie. I give it a 2.5 because I didn't like where it went, how it ended, but I maybe was a bit harsh with 2.5. Maybe it should have been a 3. I'm really sorry about the noises in the background. That's Dobby. I don't know what she's doing. On the 28th, I watched Haunter. This one is on Amazon Prime at the moment. Is it Chloe Grace Moretz? Her name is. No, why do I get them two mixed up? Abigail Breslin. This is a story about a teenager stuck in a time loop. I actually enjoyed this one. I thought this was good. This was described to me as a reverse ghost tale. I won't say any more than that. But this girl is stuck on the same day, like Groundhog Day, but no one else in her family seems to realise they're stuck in the same day. And there's a lot going on in this one. There's a lot to discover in this one. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really enjoyable. 3 out of 5. On the same evening, I started watching a movie called Anamorph. It's a movie from 2007. I haven't finished that yet. I was so tired I had to switch it off. I need to go back to it, but it did seem like it was going to be decent. A psychological thriller based on the concept of anamorphosis, a painting technique that manipulates the laws of perspective to create two competing images on a single canvas. Obviously, we've got murder scenes, murder scenes, you can see where that goes. On the 29th, I watched Below Zero. Alright, yes, this is a Spanish movie also. This is one about prisoners being transported from one place to another. They have the prison guards. I think a policeman is there to help transport. But someone on the outside does not want one of those prisoners to get to where he's going. The prison van ends up being held up. The people inside's lives are at stake unless they release this individual to whoever's outside. Very long, sort of twisty tale. We end up with quite a satisfactory conclusion, in my opinion. And it shows you a lot about how a man, whether he be a criminal or a policeman, can, when the chips are down, be very similar inside. So I did really enjoy that. Below zero, 3.5 out of 5. Where are we? On the 30th night, over a few nights, I watched the documentary about Oscar Pistorius. Obviously, very famously killed his girlfriend Riva, shooting through the bathroom door. And it's a question of, did he mean to kill her? Or, as he said, was he shooting at an unknown intruder that he thought was in the bathroom? It follows the court case, follows the sentencing, follows the resentencing. The first episode is solely about Oscar and his childhood and what he achieved in the Olympics. It's all about him, no crime whatsoever. 3 episodes, they're all roughly an hour each. It is quite long-winded. I would have liked to have heard and seen more with regards to the crime itself, rather than just a lot about the psyche and the background and the achievements of Oscar Pistorius, but it was okay. I've seen a lot worse. On the same evening, I watched The Little Things. Now, I'd been really looking forward to this one. Obviously, Denzel Washington, Rami Malek, Jared Leto, and this is one about, I'll just read it to you. A burnt-out Kern County CA deputy sheriff teams up with Baxter, a crack LASD detective, to nab a serial killer. Deke's nose for the little things proves eerily accurate, but his willingness to circumvent the rules embroils Baxter in a soul-shattering dilemma. That just is too complicated. Deke is played by Denzel Washington. He is a detective that used to work a case. Something has very clearly happened in his past, which it never makes you aware of till near the end of the movie. He turns to drink, he gets obsessed about the case, his marriage breaks down, and he is influencing Rami Malek's character on a case he's working on at the moment, which may or may not be tied to whatever happened to Denzel in the past. Denzel's character, sorry. I wanted to like this an awful lot more than I did. I did enjoy it, 3 out of 5. I would have liked to have thought it was amazing. With the concept, with the trailer, with the actors, I was expecting a 4 out of 5. As it is, 3 out of 5. I did enjoy it, but it wasn't earth-shatteringly amazing. Okay, 2 more. Synchronic. This is one I watched last night. It has Anthony Mackie and Jamie Dornan of Northern Ireland. We always like to see a bit of the old Northern Ireland represented. This is a movie about 2 paramedics who they've been friends for years. It's about a drug that when the user takes it, I don't want to say too much. It causes something a bit strange. It causes them to go somewhere a bit strange. I really don't want to. Does it say 2 New Orleans paramedics' lives are ripped apart after encountering a series of horrific deaths linked to a designer drug with bizarre otherworldly effects? So it doesn't say what the effect is on here, and I'm not going to tell you if you haven't seen it. You're best to go into this knowing nothing whatsoever. But the otherworldly effect has a massive effect on one of the paramedics' daughters, who ends up going missing following taking this drug. The friend of the father whose daughter's gone missing is determined that he is going to try and find out what happened to her and bring her back home. And all of this is surrounding a slightly weird, sort of not too normal effect that's going on here. I can't say any more without telling you what has happened. I enjoyed this. I thought the acting was really good. I loved the relationship between the 2 guys. It was very believable. Unlike with Denzel Washington and Rami Malek's relationship in the other movie, The Little Things, I didn't feel that was a believable relationship. This very much was. As I say, I really liked this movie, but the ending was terrible. It was awful. The ending just and I don't mean I want everything tied up neatly with a nice little pink bow on it. I don't mean that whatsoever. I just feel like, and my husband turned to me when this finished and said, it's like the director said, right, fed up, want to go home, I've had enough for the day, and just decided to end it really abruptly. And that's how it felt to me. I did like where they were going. I loved the storyline. I loved the concept. I haven't rated that yet because I watched it really late last night. I'm going to have to give it a 3 because I did enjoy it up until the end. So I can't really go any lower than a 3. Same day, I actually watched this one in the afternoon, Penguin Bloom. Alright, this is one that really, really resonated with me. This is a story about a woman that has an accident. She's very active. She loves to surf. She loves the sea. She's got 3 sons, a husband played by Andrew Lincoln from The Walking Dead. You can't beat a bit of him in a movie. She has an accident at the start of this movie and she is paralysed from C3 downwards, or as her son puts, or what my mum calls her bra strap. So that gives you an idea of where she's paralysed. But this is a movie about her entire, everything she is has changed, things that she once took for granted, the person that she was, the things she could do with her sons, the mother that she was, they would rely on her, that's all gone, and she's really bitter about everything that's happened, and she spends most of her time lying in bed, and no matter what her husband wants to do, she's just not interested. But one of the sons rescues a little baby magpie which can't fly and brings it into the home. And through really growing together sort of as a family and with this like little magpie, she sort of is forced out of herself in order to help the magpie when her kids are at school, and that sort of brings her out of her room. It follows her journey back to life, really. There were some lines in this that really resonated with me, and I mean, I'm not in any way in this position. I'm not paralysed. I know that, but how she was really upset when the kids were ill and called for the dad instead of her, when they would always call for her. I think my recorder's just switched off. How she couldn't do things with the kids that she wanted to, like go and run on the beach, be active, all these things. And I can relate to that because I can't do the things with Isaac I would like to be able to do because of, you know, the illness I have. There would be times when he was really young, he'd call for me, but as he got older, his dad, because his dad was more able to get up and down and do things. So I could really relate to this character and her feeling not enough. Like, you know, she wanted to be able to do more with her kids, for her kids. She wanted her kids to rely on her, and she just couldn't be that mum anymore. And it was like almost a grieving of the her that was gone. And I have felt very much that way. We're talking about something serious. There's a dog squeaky toy going on in the background.
That's a dog.
So yes, I could really relate to how she was feeling in this. But it does have a very positive sort of outcome. She does come, you know, I'm not going to say to you that, you know, no spoilers, because you're not going to watch a movie like that and it end horribly, you know what I mean? But this is a true story, so it shows you the photographs at the end. The husband was actually a photographer, so he took photographs of the bird, of his boys, of his wife, and they're all shared in the end credits, which is always nice. I always like to see that. So I did enjoy it, 3 out of 5. So that is what I have watched this past week. I'd done that in just over 10 minutes. I am shocked and stunned. I apologise if I spoke too fast. I do that sometimes. So yeah. I will be back in a week's time to tell you what I've watched this week. I need to do another true crime story, so that will be upcoming. I have not decided what that will be as yet. My weekly vlogs are still going up over on my Kit and Caboodle channel, which is linked on this channel. I will link it below if I remember. And I have a nice little tag video from a pal of mine coming up mid-February, if that gives you any clues. I don't want to give anything away, but it's a nice little tag being done by quite a lot of people, and yeah, watch this space. So thank you for watching, and I shall catch up with you next time. Over and out from Lisa Lives.